Hello, I'm Dr. Greg Winterek. I'm a dentist and a partner at MGE. And today for our tip of the week is the next in our series about why your hygiene department is so important. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a quick calculation on the health of your existing hygiene department. So we're going to put a formula up on the screen and I want you to just follow along, pause as needed. Let's go back and take a look at how many cleanings you have done in the past 5 years. If that's too overwhelming, you can choose a time period of 3 years. I'd like to use 5. So for example, let's say that you've seen 2,000 recall patients in the last 5 years. Now this is excluding new patients and perio patients. We're just looking at a recall percentage right now. Now let's subtract 20% off of that number, off the 2,000, for patients who have passed away, moved away, switched dentist, for whatever the reason. So if you take 20% off of 2,000, we're left with 1,600 patients. Now, we should be doing a minimum of 2 prophies a year on those 1,600, so you should have 3,200 prophies per year. Let's assume you're going to take 2 weeks of vacation, so we have 50 working weeks. We divide 50 into the 3,200, and that gives us 64 prophies per week, potentially what you should be doing. Now, the average hygienist sees 8 to 10 patients per day. So that would mean then that you would have 6 to 8 days a week of hygiene. So that's your potential. Now, let's look and go back for the last 6 to 8 weeks and tally how many prophies you've actually done. It's pretty common for us to find someone to have about 20 per week if they've been in practice for somewhere in the 5 to 10 year range. But if we take a look and we stick with the figures that we've used so far, we should have 64 in a week. We only have 20. If we divide 64 into 20, that gives us a 31% rate of effectiveness. So in this example, this practice then would only be operating at basically 1/3 of its recall efficiency. So what I want you to do now is do the calculation for yourself. You may need a box of Kleenex. Just so you know, it's pretty typical what we see here at MGE for offices to be running somewhere in the 20%, very few are over 50% efficiency. So now you have the number. In the next video, we're going to talk about how you can start to reach your maximum potential in your hygiene department, and that's my tip of the week.